So I decided to get the hard badge on Achievement Unlocked, in which you have to beat the game within, I believe, 4 minutes or 240 seconds. I made this sticky note first and then this one to try and create a strat optimal enough to successfully complete the speed run. It ultimately took me a number of tries, with the first attempt ending in roughly 480 seconds, then 360, then 300. Then I had an attempt that I think came within a few seconds.
Alright, don't film me. What you need there, Ty? Is it any good?
And what was it like making the nacho platter?
Well, all you gotta do is ground up some meat, add the seasonings, let it simmer for a little bit more. Then you put down some the nachos and you put some cheese over it. You melt the cheese. You put the ground meat on top of it with salsa, jalapenos, and then sour cream.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I know. I make those all the time.
Nacho platters?
Yeah, every once in a while. All right, buddy. Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That, when I finally succeeded, after I think another attempt that was roughly 270 seconds, I got a time of 228 seconds. Which was a good enough record to make me the third best of the week. But then again, I don't think that's very impressive because that game was published on Kongregate back in 2008. So and besides that, there's other games for people to play on Kongregate. I, in particular, only played Achievement Unlocked today with me plugging in this mouse in an effort to cut some time. And I drew this symbol to try and remember where all the numbered spots were. And yeah, it turns out the API on that game still works.
How's the heat?
What?
How's the heat? Is it hot?
Not that much.
Because I use these hot and then habanero sauce.
Habanero sauce?
Yeah. Habanero salsa. And then I use these hot jalapenos.
Doesn't seem that bad for a habanero.
Yeah.
Those are considered pretty spicy. I believe they're somewhere around 300,000 to 500,000 Scoville units. those habaneros. So eating habaneros is pretty considerable. Today was the day I completed my weekly report for BSG. I did it on my phone. During a bathroom trip. As it only required the equivalent of some text messaging to answer some written responses. I'm about to research a city expansion. I think my plans for it might be to upgrade these workshops so they don't look the same as this one, and then to put in this forge. Excuse me. As of right now, I don't currently see a better one. Windmill of Evil. I wonder what that building does. In regards to the new 99 Dan Hamming, there was a point in which I came across a problem in which I needed to determine what to do to get one of my custom business friendly characters for the Hick scene back to standing from having my styrofoam prop character on the back. I did some messing around with the actions library for business friendly characters. But then decided it would be less crude to simply reverse the patting on the back action. So I added some scene in order to isolate the action. It created a scene where I intentionally deleted that business-friendly character so I could splice him in via Camtasia. At first, I used Windows Movie Maker for the first time in months. But they didn't have a feature to reverse video clips, and it seemed that using Windows Movie Maker caused a loss of quality. Which I guess makes sense. And I think that particular program is from 2006. Back in which basic YouTube poops were pretty commonplace. There's still YouTube poops today, but they're now a lot more elaborate and complex. Which is kind of the same case for my Dan Hamming videos. The ones from this year are vastly different from the ones from 2013. And I'm considerably different from who I was back in 2013. I did some experimenting with some online tools for reversing videos. I think I tried 4 to 5 online tools. And I think I found something that has less quality loss. And I think I'll try using that clip to see how everything turns out. on Camtasia. It's also the case that getting close to... my nose is running a bit. That getting close to completing a hard badge on Kongregate produces a sort of feeling of adrenaline. At least if it's not one of those endurance badges that simply require you to put in a lot of time. I think I pulled a sort of all-nighter. Maybe. Fell asleep for a considerable amount of time. Started at, I think, roughly 7 or so. Waking up at about 10. It's currently 11. There was a point in which I guess a valid Camtasia project file got corrupted, and Camtasia refused to. These are pretty good.
You're still eating, huh?
Yeah,
I was gonna say if you want more.
Sure. Maybe with
Done, let me know.
maybe with more sour cream.
Okay, I can put more on.
I refused to load that project file, so I had to go to the next, most recent project file. I redo some of the work I did to make the most recent project file for what currently has the working title of Dan Hamming on the Uber, and then go beyond that, in a sense. Luckily, it wasn't too difficult for me at that point.